Dear friends, greetings to all. The topic for discussion today is the techniques in defining a problem. This is in the second chapter of the research methodology, that is defining the research problem. Now let us study the techniques. First of all, what is the technique and what is the purpose? Means it determines the boundaries within which the researcher should conduct the study. The problem selected will definitely determine the boundary beyond which the researcher need not go. So that area should be very clear. So out of the area we should not go. The problem area should be known. That is the purpose of this technique of defining the research problem. There are 5 different stages or techniques, we can call it stages or techniques. First one is statement of the problem in a general manner or general way. That means for this also researchers should conduct many readings, related subjects, related topic, the same topic, or conduct a pilot study, preliminary study about the field, and thinking and rethinking, and keeping a general idea, and finally and make a statement by the researcher themselves. That is the statement of the problem in a general manner. Then second one is understanding the nature of the problem. After making a draft, that also takes some time, and after making the draft, next stage is the understanding the nature of the problem. This research problem might have been raised by somebody else. If somebody else raised that and the researcher is keeping it, means the researcher should go on discussion with those person, maybe his relatives, friends or guide, having more discussion and get a clear-cut idea. If the researcher themselves raised the research problem, means then that researcher should think and rethink, and about that, is there any modification can be done. So from the draft to final stage, it would be. Then the third one is surveying the available literature. So studies related to the, sugar industry, means related to the sugar industry, all the literature should be surveyed in the journal, reports, previous studies, everything should be traced out, and a final idea should be generated. So some theories may be there related to some study. So I have taken that sugar industry, like that some theory researcher is going to make, means, so related with that theory, that researcher should visit libraries and conduct inquiry with the experts in the field, and finally that this is called the surveying the available literature, whether it is sufficient to do the problem, do the study, the material is sufficient or not, the researcher should decide. Then developing the ideas through discussion. Then the researcher should conduct a discussion with the experts in the field. Some professors, some industrialists, some sociologists, some economists, some politician. The experts should be, a consultant, and discussion to be carried on. Means then now the researcher will be getting a clear idea about the problem. Then finally rephrasing the research problem, that is rephrased into analytical and operational term. Rephrasing means that would be in the analyzing and operational term. And finally make a clear statement. Then the researcher is with a clear mind with the research problem. So for example, I can take one thing. If goldsmith is going to make a bangle, then there is mold is there. The mold, the gold and some other chemical should be melted and placed, and that should be taken. Then finally it should be polished, and it undergone many polishes, and after that only it is looking proper. That is one example. Another one is going to study a topic, roughly one will study. Then again they will rephrase it. Again and again they will study. Then form an idea to keep it in mind. Some scientific method of keeping in mind is there, in the theory is there, and they can do like that. Just like that, the researcher should make a polish in the research problem through various kind of strain. Then only the quality of the research work will be there. Okay, thank you.